Okay,
Is it ready?
it is.
Do they have to all accept first, or can I just go?
So, do you have to accept the recording? I don't. Yeah, I think so.
Didn't say.
Sometimes I forget to
Oh,
accept.
your finger is so big. Wow. Jeez. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, jeez. What? Out of order. Out of order. Out of order. Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday Night Course of Miracles group. My name is Chris Green, and this is my lovely wife, the Reverend Reja Joy, who is putting her laptop, notebook, Facebook, whatever book up, so she can follow us on her website. And we've already mentioned our obituary for Paula's cat Lucy. So just I mean, just put her and the cat in your thoughts, and just know that even though it's an animal, she's still grieving the loss of somebody who's been with with her for 20 years. And for that matter, for the last, I don't know how many months or years she's been with it. The cat's been with us on the Thursday night call.
That's right.
The cat would come and listen
Right.
to us.
She's recorded. We have
That's right. She's recorded walking by.
Lucy
That's right.
on our recording.
Whole bunch of them.
Mhm.
Okay, so tonight it is like we said, it is a small reading. We're still in chapter 21, the inner picture, and we're going to read part 9, the inner shift, and it's paragraphs 85 through 90. So it's, like I said, real small. In fact, one of the paragraphs is real small, so we might be able to get through our reading assignment tonight. If you would like to read, could you somehow indicate, and Joy will tell me, and we will make the list.
Okay, Charles raised his hand, and Reverend Jerry and Janet.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So at this time, would you please mute your microphones so that we don't get any background noise during meditation, which was going to be right now.
Okay.
You're up.
Yep. Okay.
And action.
All right. Okay, so we'll begin by closing our eyes and letting all the awareness go within. We're going to let go of that outside focus. There's a lot of stimuli that comes to us through the eyes. And when the eyes are closed, it's a signal to our body that we're going to not need the outside world. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to go anywhere. Hopefully, we're not going to walk around and do things. So it knows, biologically, it knows time to settle down. So what we're doing is entering a conscious relaxation. Conscious relaxation. It's when we relax and we stay conscious. We don't fall asleep. We stay present and aware. We're just relaxed. And so we take our awareness to the body, purposefully becoming aware of the body. We are not our bodies. We are still as God created us and always will be forever and ever. But we chose to have a body. And so we bring our awareness there with compassion and love. And we relax the body. We're not going to do anything, go anywhere. So the body can feel safe. It can let go of the stress it may be holding on to. It doesn't need to do that anymore. It never really did need to do that. There's no need. You can relax completely. It's okay. You're safe. your awareness perhaps to an area of the body. Let's start that wonderful practice where we relax the body by bringing our full awareness to it. And so we'll begin with the face and bring your awareness to the face. And you just become aware of the forehead. And as you become aware of each area of the face, that's going to be a signal to that area to relax. That's the game. And those are the rules. We think of an area and it relaxes. And so we think of and bring to mind and bring all your conscious awareness to your forehead. And it relaxes. You feel it relax. The eyebrows relax, the eyes, and the nose, and the cheeks, and the lips, and the chin, and the jaw. Your whole face relaxes. All the muscles let go. Bring your awareness to the scalp and feel it relax. And the neck relaxes. We hold a lot of tension in our neck. So we want to relax those muscles, the back of the neck, sides, the front of the neck. You know, even your ears. Let's not forget the ears. Relax the ears. And now the shoulders. Bring your awareness to the shoulders. We hold tension there too, right? We scrunch up and tighten. We tighten our shoulders. So let's relax the shoulders now. We think of bring our awareness to the shoulders. They relax. And our back. We're going to bring our awareness to the shoulder blades and just bring that awareness all the way down the back, all the way down the spine and either side of the spine, middle of the back and the lower back. All those muscles relax. So as you do this, because you're staying aware and awake and consciously noticing each part of the body, it's a very powerful relaxation technique. We'll bring our awareness to the front of the torso, the clavicle, the top of the chest, middle, the abdomen. So whole front of the torso is relaxed. We're going to bring our awareness to the hip area. Relax it. And the thighs now, relax. All the muscles, thighs, relax. The knees, the shins, and the calf muscles. You're bringing your awareness there. You can feel them relax as it's their turn. Bring your awareness to the ankles. They relax. Top of the feet, all the awareness is there. They relax. The bottom, the soles, relax. All the toes. So our legs are relaxed. We're going to bring our awareness now to the arms. We start at the top. And the top of the arms, both arms relax. So we bring our awareness, full conscious awareness there, becoming aware of them. The elbows and the forearms. Feel the forearms relax. The wrists, the top of the hands, and the palms, and all the fingers. Your arms are relaxed, legs relaxed, torso, head and face. Your body is completely relaxed. You're awake and aware. We've just relaxed our body. We're going to bring our awareness to the breath for a few moments. Just watch the breath. Just sit back and watch the breath. See how calm it is. How it rolls in and rolls out. And now we're just going to, in these moments, before we go into the meditation with our lesson, just want to come to the knowledge that we are present, we are aware, we are in this beautiful moment together in gratitude and holiness and forgiveness. Forgiveness meaning seeing as it is, seeing everything, seeing one another seeing the world as it is, holy. And so the lesson, we have this special topic, what is the world? And from that, he tells us, this is beautiful, as sight was made to lead away from truth, it can be redirected. Sounds become the call of God. And all perception can be given a new purpose by the one whom God appointed Savior to the world. Follow his light and see the world as he beholds it. Hear his voice alone in all that speaks to you, and let him give you peace and certainty, which you have thrown away, but heaven has preserved for you in him. And our lesson today, this holy instant, is salvation come. What joy there is today. It is a time of special celebration, for today holds out the instant to the darkened world where its release is set. The day has come when sorrows pass away and pain is gone. The glory of salvation dawns today upon a world set free. This is the time of hope for countless millions. They will be united now as you forgive them all, for I will be forgiven by you today. We have forgiven one another now, and so we come at last to you again, Father. Your Son, who never left, returns to heaven and his home. How glad are we to have our sanity restored to us and to remember that we all are one. This holy instant is salvation come. We'll enter into 2 minutes of silence, and I will time us and bring us out. We'll begin now. This holy instant is salvation come. When we're ready, we'll open our eyes.
Yeah. Hello, Jude. Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
Hello. Should we put you on the reading list, dear one?
Sure.
Okay. And Jacob might be still getting dinner, but
Yeah, we'll
he's
write,
home.
we'll write her down.
We'll write her down. We'll get you in there.
Yeah. Not a big not a big assignment tonight, so we're not gonna need a lot of people.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go watch a movie then.
Hi, sweetie Weenie.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi,
Wait.
Jerry.
We told
Hi, Charles.
What?
it's okay. I didn't know if Jacob knew about Lucy.
Oh,
No,
Um,
what?
Paula's cat, she had her Lucy for 20
Oh.
years. Last Saturday she had and Jude too. Last Saturday she had another seizure. So Paula emailed me. She said she took her in and she was so glad that she was with her when she passed. She just felt
I thought she just died in her arms, though. She didn't
she
take her
had to take her in. Yeah, yeah,
did
she was
she?
having
Oh.
seizures. Yeah.
You-
So she thanked all of us for our support. But she can't be here tonight, but she'll be here next week.
Yeah.
I know. And I just cried because of course I'm still we're still
Yeah.
grieving over
Yeah.
Kobe. But Kobe's right there.
Three of them.
He's right there.
That's three of them.
He's right there with my mom and dad. What?
That's three of them right now. That's three Ks.
Oh yeah,
Kathy,
Kathy,
Casey,
Casey, and Kobe, and we're going to get Corey.
Mm,
Send Corey to us.
yeah.
Pomeranian, 5 to 6 pounds.
Likes me. Not like the last one.
Okay.
God, jeez. Every night it was like Cujo. Okay, we're in chapter 21, the inner picture. Going to read part 9, the inner shift. That's paragraphs 85 through 90. All right, Charles, you're up. You want to start us off in paragraph 85? It starts with all thoughts, then dangerous.
Are thoughts then dangerous? To bodies, yes. The thoughts that seem to kill are those which teach the thinker that he can be killed. And so he dies. Because of what he learned, he goes from life to death. The final proof he valued the inconstant more than the consistency. Surely he thought he wanted happiness, yet he did not desire it because it was the truth and therefore must. Yet he did not desire it because it was the truth and therefore must be constant. I just love the way he writes his words. It takes you, sort of circles you around, talks about the consistency of happiness. And when we feel the body, we feel happiness. If this happens to the body, if that happens to the body, I'll be happy. But when I really focus on the love of God, the body just naturally feels good because of the focus. And it's no longer what the body needs, but where my attention goes. Well, that's what I'm reading out of this, is where I give my attention. Thank you. I'm complete.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trying to ask us not to think of the body, but boy, is that a tall order. Because everything we do in life is through this body. Everything we do.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, it's just so I'm constantly reminded that what I do as a body has no real meaning, but what I do as a what am I other than the body? What I guess I could use soul works, I guess, or entity or spirit or something.
The embodiment of the Christ.
Yeah, there you go. my
Yeah.
me as the Christ, which is what Jesus really taught, was in everybody. You know, the Christ, and I just want to take that and go like, okay, that's how I'm going to be, you know, this container that we call Chris. I'm going to use this in order for me to just tell everybody that God loves them. I mean, you know, it's not a big homework assignment. I mean, it's not like you're going to get anything less than an A. Everybody's going to get an A or an A plus, an A. Not there won't be no pluses. Just everybody gets an A right across the board. There's no curve. There's no, give an apple to the teacher so you get a little bit extra credit. There's no extra credit. You know, oh, I saved 10 souls. Well, okay, thanks, but you still get an A.
You know what I really loved, and thanks for, you were saying that you could use the body differently, right? You know,
Yeah.
to express the Christ or to see the Christ or whatever. And you look at what is the world tonight? You know, that little paragraph that I read, and it said, you know, sounds become the call of God. You can redirect. A sight was made to lead away from truth. It can be redirected. Isn't that cool? And so, and all perception can be given a new purpose by one whom God appointed Savior to the world, a new purpose, and follow his light and see the world as he beholds it. Oh, you know, hear his voice alone. And this is beautiful. Hear his voice alone in all that speaks to you. So no matter what's going on, you hear his voice. Isn't that beautiful? I got to tell you, I'm doing an audiobook, and it's Truly Beloved Love Letters from an Angel. You know how we have truly beloved love letters from the Divine Mother in you, truly beloved love letters from the Christ in you. And now we have truly beloved love letters from the angel, probably in you. And what he's talking about, just beautiful. I've only done 3 sections, and I'm just completely blown away. He's talking about
And you're
what you
you're
said,
skipping
embodying the Christ.
Yeah, and you're skipping every other chapter, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause you're reading
I'm reading
as a female, and then Hugh is reading as a
and
male.
Hugh, Cameron in Scotland is doing the even ones. I have to do the odd
Is he ever
ones.
going to say, oh,
I know. We don't like odd
I think he's
number.
ever going to say, I?
Like what? What do you mean?
Well, he's from Scotland, isn't he?
Yeah. What do they say?
Well, I don't know. Does he sit there and wearing a kilt and all that stuff?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, I thought you said Scotland. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
said Ireland.
No,
Scotland.
Scotland.
Well, a good Scottish man would wear a kilt.
It's so he has a wonderful accent. It's really good. He does a good job.
I don't know about this.
Anyway, okay. So
Okay.
Jude. Right.
Oh yeah, Jude, go ahead. You have a share.
Excuse me. I was just considering the first line about thoughts being dangerous, and to the bodies, yes. And just how the Course teaches us to respect the power of our thoughts, because they do have consequences.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea of the mind training of the Course, to live and practice in the truth. What is the truth of who we are? So this second line that says, the thoughts that seem to kill are those which teach the thinker that he can be killed. And Jesus, JC, I refer to him as the author of this book, says, swear you will not die. Make a vow you will not die. Never say you will die. But the idea of the thought, and Chris, you reminded me of this, that death is irrelevant to the body. It speaks of this in a number of the lessons, that it's an idea in the mind, and it has to do with the killing of the spirit, which it cannot do. We cannot die. But this is a subtle distinction in the thought difference in the thought systems. And the Course refers to death all ideas of death are worry, anger, hate, any kind of fear, anything that's not wholly joyous is a death wish. As being, and that's why I think, this this line is so holds volumes for me, that to be mindful of my thinking in such a way that keeps the presence, the capital presence, the awareness, capital awareness with me, the awareness of holiness, the awareness of the sacredness of life, that everything is life, that there is no death. And just to stay in that beautiful frame of mind, because the body is, as the Course teaches us, just a symbol or a sign of a thought that's represented, a representation of the separation from God. And that it's just an idea in the mind. The body is an idea in the mind that's asleep and separate from God. It's like something we thought we would enjoy doing, so we're imagining that we're doing this. We're images of our own making.
Yep.
And the Course calls it an idol. It's a death wish, and this is a dream of death. So this is very significant, I think. Thank you.
Thoughts become, what is it? Thoughts become words, and words become actions. So take care of your thoughts.
One last thing. You started talking, Chris, about doing, and it says so in the Course that we were not created to do, we were created to be. And only being exists in the kingdom. So it's spiritual, a spiritual mental state. Heaven is. It's a mental state of grace, state of goodness.
I 1 minute, Charles. I looked up "swear not to die" just to get it in context, and it says it's in actually text 29, section 7, and that section is forgiveness and peace. Swear not to die, you holy son of God. You holy son of God. I love it. You make a bargain that you cannot keep. The Son of Life cannot be killed. He is immortal as his Father. What he is cannot be changed. He is the only thing in all the universe that must be one.
Well, I think our Catholic upbringing said that. We were taught that.
What?
That we were immortal.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I don't remember.
Oh. Well, not the, it's hard to talk to 4th and 5th graders and say stuff like that, because it's hard for us to absorb that. But yeah, I got that all the way through senior year in high school. So, Charles, go ahead. You have a share.
Thank you. I like what Judy talked about, the thinker. The thinker is the doer. And reminds me of Reverend Joy's meditation of aware presence. Aware presence is just stillness. It's just aware of a presence of being. There's no thought required for that to occur. So, to me, that's being present, being here. I just thought I'd share that. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, let's push on to paragraph 86.
Oh, wait. Reverend,
RJ, yeah.
I had this little message that was covering up Reverend Jerry's hand.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, Reverend Jerry, can you have your share and then read 86 for us? Starts with the consistency of joy. There you go again.
There I go again.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you.
Sure.
I'm consistent.
We can forgive the unreal. And this course is, for me, always about cutting through the cutting. What's that phrase? Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
Somebody's body or my body, performs, acts in a certain way that offends. Well, okay, but it's inconstant. It's impermanent. I can forgive it because there's no substance there. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. I can forgive it. Whereas if I think, no, the actions of somebody's body or my own is a precursor to guilt. If they make a sinful mistake, and I'm not going to forgive because it's real and it's permanent. And I may even forgive, but I won't forget because that's how permanent it is. That's the mistake that I've been making, and that this course has corrected pretty much in every paragraph and in every sentence. It's really subtle, but it's always saying, "Here's your solution, Jerry, and together we will know the peace of God." So I'll read. You said 86. The constancy of joy is a condition quite alien to your understanding. Yet, if you could even imagine what it must be, you would desire it, although you understand it not. So this is another, again, subtle. I'm going to lower my hand here. Excuse me. The constancy of joy cannot be conditioned upon one's body. And Jeshua says, you think of your body all the time. There's never a moment that you aren't focused on the body. And the body, when it's in seemingly good health, you have some pleasure and you're happy. But when it doesn't seem to be in good health, remember how sorrowful you get and fearful you get. And again, here's cutting to the chase. I'm above the battleground. I am not the body. I am the dreamer of the dream who's observing a figure in the dream, which I call Jerry's body. It's a tremendous solution that nobody, as far as I know, has ever thought of before and presented in such a cogent way and in such a powerful way. Thank you, Jeshua, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks. Oh, okay, Charles.
Oh, it brought to mind our dear beloved Paula, how she is at this time in her heart feeling the joy of a life she had with her, feeling the sweetness inside her and feeling the joy and the compassion and the love that she's shared with that beautiful soul all her life.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel that love, radiates throughout all of us as we think of that. And as we all have lost loved ones, those loved ones are dearer and closer to us because of our love for them in our lives and have blessed us with their presence.
Yep.
And so, that joy is a consistency, even through the timelessness, Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, the guy that built this house was 102. And they just the family we missed the funeral, but the family just sent us the eulogy. And it starts out with, how do you summarize 102 years? Wow. I mean, World War II veteran, Korean War veteran, vice president of a bulldozer manufacturing company here in Omaha, lived, they lived in a house, but I think they rented it, but they bought this lot and built this house. And this is the only house that he ever had. He went through two wives. They were both named Catherine. And, it's interesting how the family tried to piece together so much time. I mean, I looked at his birthday and he was born within 2 or 3 months of my dad's birthday in 1922. So my dad passed away in 1992 at the age of 70. And this guy, this Bob guy, he just kept going and going and going. So the night before, he did Wii bowling in his league, and he was the league captain. And the next day, he got up and shaved and showered, got dressed, was getting ready to go to breakfast, and
His heart stopped.
Just he got to the front door, and that was it. It's like checking out at a grocery store.
But I guess his family got to gather together and, like you said, Charles, think, just
Yeah.
remember the love they shared.
Yeah. Yeah, we grieve the loss of the human being, actually, the actual body. We grieve that loss. But I think deeper than that, I think the real grief is the loss of the spirit on this side of the plane. Now
Oh, I
we're
thought you were
both.
gonna say, but deeper than that is the connection that we always have with them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're not gone.
Well, right. Well, we're still connected, but we've got this thing in the middle there where, it takes a seance or an NDE or something like that to get there.
It's all in the thoughts. It's all in the mind.
Okay.
Because
all right.
Kobe, I can bring Kobe.
Yeah.
He's
Why don't we save ourselves and tell Jude that she can do her share?
can do
Go
it.
ahead, Jude,
Go
do
ahead,
your
Jude.
share. Bring us back to
Save
life.
us.
I was thinking about that relationship and that we have with loved ones, and when we lose them, what is it we miss? And I was thinking, without any reference to the course, just how it is they know us in their own special way and love us in their own particular way. And it's that knowing that they know me that I miss, the way that they love me that I miss.
Mm.
And of course, I wanted to, but I didn't want to bring up that word special because, the course speaks of special kinds of love. And I thought, love is love is love. And it's just all good. So
Yeah.
that's something that's very meaningful to me. Certain people know me, in a certain way. And I think everybody understands what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to read?
No.
Janet's next and then Jude.
Yeah. Okay, Janet, can you read 87 for us? The consistency of happiness.
The consistency of happiness has no exceptions, no change of any kind. It is unshakable, as is the love of God for his creation. Sure in its vision as its creator, is in what he knows. It looks on everything and sees it as the same. It sees not the ephemeral, for it desires everything. Be like itself and see it is so. Nothing has power to confound its consistency, because in its own desire cannot be shaken.
Hmm.
It comes with surety unto those who see the final question is necessary to the rest. As peace must come to those who choose to heal and not to judge. But to me, the consistency of happiness is going back to as we were originally created by our Creator before we decided on the separation. And because that is always has been, always will be, and is still now perfect happiness, just as God is, and now and tomorrow and yesterday. And as we reflect as his creation, thought leaves not its source. And so with our thinking, we make our world, and it's up to us to try to get past some of the egos knocking and trying to take our joy and peace away, and while we're going through this illusion of this earthly experience. And so it's we have to keep watching our thoughts and just remember that we are and we're happy, joyful in all the qualities of God, our Creator, and that take responsibility for when we let our thoughts go, forgive our thoughts, forgive ourselves. And that's what the beginning of this paragraph means to me.
Cool.
Thank you, Janet.
Thanks, Janet. Do you know all the women on this thing start with the letter J?
Oh yeah, Jay. Jay
Joy,
rules.
Janet, Jude,
Jesus rules.
Jacob. Guys, We're in the minority.
Jerry.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
But Christ.
Gee, now now,
So Charles and Chris, two C's for
two C's and J's.
C for
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. Ah, I got to get better meds.
No.
I mean, you know,
Well,
I'm sitting here trying to realize that I'm not a body, and all I can think of is, hey, all the women on here and start with the letter J. I was looking at the reading list. It's like J, 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 J. And now Reverend Jerry. Now it's just me and Charles, but we're
Christ.
both
For
C's.
Christ. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Reverend Jerry.
Please help me.
Well, I just want to say to Janet, and this is, of course, rank crosstalk, but you nailed it, baby. Thank you. I'll tell you, you nailed it. I don't have anything else to say, but I will. But I will. See, I mean, you really did. You hit all of the points I wanted to make. Cause and effect. We're not a body. Forgiveness, specialness. I mean, it was wonderful. The inner shift is the only way to peace. There's nothing outside of me that can line up in any way that would satisfy my ego. And I have to make that inner shift from ego to Holy Spirit. Even when things are rocking outside of me, the ego is saying, and I've heard people say this, when's the other shoe going to fall? So it's spoiled. There's nothing outside that's permanent. And there is going to be another shoe that falls. But when I transcend ego and I make that decision for my right mind, and that I am a spirit, and that the Holy Spirit and I are one in Christ and in the Father, nothing can shake me. Now, yes, I have to be normal, you know, and things will touch me briefly, but that's the old adage. Pain is inevitable in this lifetime of the dream, but suffering is optional. So I know, and that's a gift of grace.
What is that again?
Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
Optional,
You don't
yeah.
have to suffer.
Okay, all right.
Judy, and then Judy.
What?
I mean, not
No,
Judy, Jacob.
Jacob was
J.
Jacob, can you hear us?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can, honey. Yeah, thanks everybody for your shares.
Mhm.
Good. I was thinking I have one question. Let's put it that way. When he talks about the final question is in this paragraph, is he talking about are thoughts that dangerous? Is that the final question? Because I'm not sure what he means.
There's 4 questions in the previous chapter. The final question is, and do I want to see what I denied because it is the truth? That's the final question.
Oh, okay. Do I
So
want to
there's-
see what I denied?
In order not to see the truth. Because
Okay.
it's the truth, excuse me.
Okay. And so I'm gathering from these paragraphs that we would have consistent joy if we could truly have a right vision on what's going on, watching our thoughts, watching the distortions, watching what's really happening, which really happened today with me. I just had a meltdown. I lost something important to me, and it just triggered something, and I watched myself as I'm getting better doing, but I was still in it. And I was like a dog, like a Rottweiler. And I got angry because I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to let go of that bone. And I'm like, seriously, I was like in an argument with my spirit guides, with the whole concept. I was like, I was not having any of it. I didn't want to even hear it. It was really kind of Joy's laughing. It was really kind of funny, but I did get out of it. And I can see now that right vision, when the ego allows it to shine, does bring you back to sanity and to peace, to what's really going on and what's really important. So that's That's all I wanted to say.
Did you find
Thank
what you
you.
were looking for?
No, no, I haven't found it.
I know.
Mhm.
So I'm the same way, and it's hard to come to peace and then not find it. Now, if I find it, it's a little easier to get back into my peace. But if I don't find it, oh, geez. I mean, growing up, my mom would always tell me it'll be in the last place you look. And I did not understand what she said till I was like 25 years old. Oh, yeah, I guess once I find it, I'm not going to keep looking. So it would be in the last place I look. Okay. All right. So then I finally figured it out. So, but yeah.
I think, Jacob, you and I have the same thing. When I can't find something, it's absolutely one of the biggest buttons I have. And I can lose my peace thoroughly. And I think it comes from, it's just it's an early similar, and it's all biological. It's amazing. It's the brain, and it's daddy used to, when he couldn't find something, he would just absolutely go, yeah, crazy. So I think we absorb that. And even though I know that, I still go absolutely bonkers when I can't find something. And I go, I know it's daddy.
Yep.
But
In the introduction, there's a summary of the course. And somebody very smart that I met when I was in my teens, she said to me, don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. And I had no idea that she was giving me the keys to the kingdom when I was 19 years old.
cute,
Cool. And that's what Jeshua is saying right here.
powerful.
Number one, don't sweat the small stuff. Number two, see number one. It's a do loop in programming. So,
And Charles.
Reverend Charles, you got to share,
Reverend
and
Charles.
then let's
Reverend Charles. That's
Reverend
interesting.
Charles.
That is a reverend.
I got promoted.
Okay. Okay.
I love the idea what Jacob was sharing, that the idea that the thinking mind and the senses become more important to give us peace of mind instead of resting and asking for guidance, asking for angels to bring about what you're looking for. We tend to rely on ourselves for remembering, and that could really be a big battle because we automatically forget. We don't remember. We have to memorize to remember things. Unless we memorize it, we're going to forget it right away.
Yep.
And so it's like, that's what, the beautiful, there's lots angels for lost goods. There's different means of different presences. Ask your father, well, where did I leave this? Even though your father's passed on, or your cat, or they're with you all the time. They know exactly where you've been and who you are. And that love connection is just a beautiful memory.
They know where it's hidden because
they know exactly.
They did it.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
What?
Well, they could be asked.
Of lost things.
Lost things.
There's an angel for lost things.
Saint Anthony.
Oh, Tony.
Anthony. Yeah,
works all the time. 100%.
Yeah, and
I only use
what's the saint? What's the saint you call on when we're looking for a parking place?
Harry.
Oh, Harry. I guess that's not
Harry the parking god.
Harry.
The parking guide.
You got it.
God. Harry the parking god.
I love it.
Jude, you got to save us again. You got to. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm in a different book.
Why don't you share and then read 88 for me?
What'd you say, Jude?
Oh, I said I think I'm in a different book. Hi guys. Yeah, what Jacob just said sounds just like the second line in this third line in this paragraph, that this constancy and consistent state of heaven, state of grace, state of peace, state of limitless joy, state of happiness is something that cannot be disturbed because it's changeless and unalterable. And then it says sure in its vision, because when we're in our right mind, we see things straight, right? Sure in its vision, as its creator is in what he knows, it looks on everything and sees it as the same. So, you know, skipping over the ephemeral part, that, you know, nothing that's ephemeral is of any value here. Only the peace and the constant happiness and the joy. Like, I'm not going to make an idol out of my car keys and lose my peace and get pissed off because I can't find my car keys. It's foolish. It's simply a foolish kind of thinking. But this is what we do to ourselves all the time. We get ourselves all agitated and make mountains out of molehills. And I just refuse to do it on principle. I'm complete.
Okay. Can you go ahead and read 88 for us? It starts with reason will tell you.
Oh no, let's bring in reason now.
Oh no.
Let's be reasonable.
No, no, no.
Where are my fucking car keys? Fine, fine.
Yeah, where's your
Fine,
buccaneer? Under my bucking hat.
Reason will tell you that you cannot ask for happiness inconstantly. Inconstantly. For if what you desire you receive, and happiness is constant, then you need ask for it but once to have it always. And if you do not have it always, being what it is, you do not ask for it. For no one fails to ask for his desire of something he believes, holds out some promise of the power of giving it. He may be wrong in what he asks. Here's the clincher. She may be wrong in what she asks, where and of what. Yet she will ask because desire is a request, an asking for, and made by one whom God himself will never fail to answer. God has already given her all that she really wants, yet what she is uncertain of what God cannot give. For she does not desire it while she remains uncertain, and God's giving must be incomplete unless it is received.
Whoa.
Now, this is chock full. First of all, God's already given me everything. So, you know, just the thought that I can lose something, that something is lost to me, is a mistake, an error in thinking. You know, maybe temporarily misplaced, but it's never lost. And I think that's loss is a word in the Course that's has a lot of meaning in it. And it has a lot of meaning in reference to the way the egoic mind thinks. So, but getting back to the happiness and my desire for happiness, it's like equating peace and happiness and joy as all being synonymous, as being my function, why I was created. That's why forgiveness is the key to all this stuff, because it's a constant, unequivocal, universally applied principle, and that's why it's constant. And happiness isn't something that comes and goes. It's not ephemeral. It's not temporal. It's not changing in the way the Course describes it in relationship to who and what and where we are. So, and so it is. Where am I asking? Where am I asking for my happiness? Where does it come from? What am I asking my happiness for? Or of what? So
it's
I
like,
think it's pretty clear in and of itself.
yep.
But God, you know, that this Course tells us that, you know, asking you shall receive. I never get anything I don't ask for. Everything I get coming to me is because I asked for it. So I am responsible for what I think and what I see and the experiences I want to experience, and the goal, constant happiness, limitless joy and peace. Amen.
Everything. Everything. The book says, I mean, the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. This book says, everything you have, you've asked for. So then you go like, oh, wait a minute. I lost that job and I can't find my car keys. Why would I want to torment all day long looking for something? That damn star wrench, I still can't find it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
And your shoes, remember those boots?
Oh my God. I think that
God.
those things are somehow they disappeared. They're in the fourth dimension. They're sitting here somewhere in the house, but they're in the fourth dimension. So I plan on burning the whole house down one day just to look for those boots. So just be aware.
Okay.
All right. Charles, you have a share?
I love it. I love it. I love it, Chris. You are the epitome of happiness. It's we usually ask God for peace of mind because we've lost something or we're trying to get rid of something we're looking for relief from. Very seldom we ask for happiness. Happiness, a feeling of happiness while we're looking for that which we lost. A feeling of happiness of while we're going through whatever we're going through. When I listen to Chris and his love and his happiness for the challenges he faces, it's that the happiness just brims and bubbles to the surface. And I feel the laughing Jesus, to me, who, whatever he's going through, he just smiles and laughs because he's asked for happiness. He didn't ask for relief from, but the happiness and the courage to transcend that which would otherwise cause distress and upsetness. So I just wanted to share that and honor you, Chris, because I really feel that's a real blessing for us. Thank you.
I really think that Jesus had a huge sense of humor. I mean, he'd wake up it's Saturday morning and the disciples said, well, we ain't doing anything today because it's the Sabbath. He goes, no, I think we're going to go out and raise somebody from the dead. But Jesus, it's Saturday. Yeah, so? Okay, Jake, you got to help me out. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that in the strife, what it evolved into was an asking. I said, I got clarity and said, well, this is a lesson. I can learn from this. And I think this was put at my feet for a reason, as I think a lot of things are. Everything is. It's everything that happens is a lesson. It has no agenda. Reality is so benign. It's our interpretation that either, uplifts or destroys. And yeah, thank you. That was so. I said, well, what's this lesson? I finally, after I got out of my insanity, because I didn't really want to hear anything when I was insane, but I finally wanted to know. I finally saw that it was a lesson, and I felt really such instant peace. I really did. And every time the embers wanted to flame up again, I would just say, no, this is I'm learning a lesson, and it's going to be here until I get it. Probably, I won't find it until I don't need it anymore. So anyway, there was a happy ending.
Okay.
Jude, you've got to share your hand up.
Yeah. I was just thinking how ness, it says happiness. Ness, the suffix at the end of the word ness means a state of. So I'm just reminding myself that being happy, because Charles said that, being happy is being in the state of happiness. So that's another quality of beingness.
Yeah.
And it's something that always is. Like Janet said earlier, always was, always is, and always will be. I'm complete.
You know what? Thanks, Jude, because God's will for me is perfect happiness, and it always is. And thank you for saying that, because look at I remember, well, recently I watched an NDE, and she said, you know, what happened, what she experienced was, and what she realized was that heaven is right here, and it's always here. It's right here. It doesn't, you know.
Yeah.
And look at that last part where it said, for he does not desire it while he remains uncertain, and God's giving must be incomplete unless it is received. So God's will for us is perfect happiness. We have the happiness. We just have to receive it. You know, we have to open up and receive what's already there. Heaven is already there, you know,
Mhm.
and never, it's constant, it's eternal. I just have
And we've been programmed not,
not to
to
receive
receive.
it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know that. I think we are it, you know, that we are the kingdom of heaven. It's not something that ever leaves. It's always, it's our awareness of our reality,
Right.
that we superimpose all this other stuff upon it.
Exactly. This
Simple, and it's elegant, and it's always present.
always,
And
and it's us. Like
ev-
what you said, it's us. I mean, we are the kingdom of heaven.
we are the kingdom of
Sonship is
heaven.
because this woman said she didn't experience love. She didn't, you know, feel, she was love. You know,
Whoa.
you know, she
Yeah.
was love. You know, that love was
So why do we almost have to die
well,
and
die,
come
maybe,
back?
you know,
Well,
just die to the ego, die to the limited sense of self, and know who you are. That's why,
yeah, but I'm still on this side.
yeah, you can know on this side. Jesus did. He said,
Yeah.
follow me. He said, he
Okay.
came to do that, and he did it. And all we have to do is do that.
Well,
Actually,
think
you won't
about
die. You won't die. You walk from life unto life.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
this.
Death is
You
just an illusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
in doing meditation, instead of thinking about the body, think about limitless joy. What can you even imagine it? What it would be like to be in limitless joy and over the moon happy all
All the time.
all the time. I mean, nonstop. I think about those kind of things,
I
and
have
people
limitless
think
joy.
I'm crazy. Oh,
All
but
right. Let's see. Oh, Jacob,
Jacob.
can you read
Wow.
9?
89. That's you.
Uh-huh.
You who complete God's will.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
beautiful paragraph
Wow.
already.
nice.
You, you who complete God's will and are his happiness, whose will is powerful as his, a power that is not lost in your illusions. Think carefully why it should be you have not yet decided how you would answer the final question. Your answer to the others has made it possible to help you be but partially insane. Your answer to the others has made it possible to help you be but partially insane. And yet it is the final one that really asks if you're willing to be wholly sane.
Holy saint. Okay,
And
nice.
that final question was, Jude?
you want me to read it again? I gotta find it.
Yeah.
Never
I
remember.
always
But-
misquote it.
No.
Yeah.
And do I want to see what I denied because it is the truth?
Hmm.
The truth of who we are is that we
Mm.
are unshakable peace, limitless joy, infinite happiness, over the moon, immortal, celestial,
Yeah.
being, infinite, immortal, celestial beings.
Absolutely. Oh crap!
What do you,
I
and
opened
how's it
on the
working for
cookie.
you?
Whoops.
Do you believe it? Or do we deny it? We
Yeah.
deny. by thinking we're bodies. That's what we do. That's what we're denying ourselves.
Yeah.
God's will.
If I have checks in my checkbook, I should have money in the bank, right?
That's it.
That's it.
So what, Jacob? Did
Right,
you-
no, that's it.
Ah,
That's it.
well done. Well done. Oh, we have one more. You get to read
Okay.
90.
All right.
Aren't you so
Are you
rude?
sure? Do you want to read it, honey? Oh, my name's down there. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
90.
90.
What is holy? What is the holy instant but God's appeal to you to No, I just kidding.
You can read it.
No, you read it. No, you read it.
No, you read
You read it better.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
it. Okay. All right.
Boy, can you read 90?
I can read it. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's in English.
Okay. What? Okay. This is
Okay.
going to be the perfect paragraph.
Come
right?
on, come on. now.
What is the holy instant but God's appeal to you to recognize what he has given you? Wow. Here is the great appeal to reason, the awareness of what is always there to see, the happiness that could be always yours. Wow. Here is the constant peace you could experience forever. Here is what denial has denied, revealed to you. For here, the final question is already answered, and what you ask for, given. Here is the future now, for time is powerless because of your desire for what will never change. For you have asked that nothing stand between the holiness of your relationship and your awareness of its holiness. Oh,
Now, if you could have rolled in
See, I
where
cho-
Jude's keys are,
I
it would have been a
love
perfect paragraph.
that last sentence. I chose that picture for today's beautiful what? Did I what? What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said if you could have rolled in where Jude's keys are, that would have
Ah.
been a perfect paragraph.
Yeah.
I
Where
assume,
is the key to happiness?
Jude, I assume you found your keys, right?
I always leave my keys in the car so I don't forget
Oh,
them.
perfect. Good place.
God.
In fact, leave it in the ignition and maybe even keep it running so
I
that
live in Maine. I
anybody
only
can
prefer-
borrow it, but just bring it back. Yeah.
that last line is one of my absolute favorites.
I
And
know,
I
isn't it?
say it to myself aloud. I say it itself to my when I'm driving around, when I'm by myself, walking or sitting. Let nothing come between your holiness and my awareness of it.
Yeah.
This holiness is mine. And everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Janet, I'm sorry you had your hand up.
Yeah, that's fine. And what this paragraph kind of sums up to me is back to the beginning, to our big S self. We are already and always have been. And if in this life experience we kind of forget or get tempted not to, we always can choose again. Thank you.
Jeez,
Thank God.
that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes we choose again, like 3 or 4 times a minute, but still.
But doesn't it feel wonderful when I remember one time I was chewing on some kind of grievance. I was driving my car, and this was way back when I lived in Massachusetts, Jake, a long time ago. And it was something that happened at the office. And I decided to let it go. And I got this brilliant idea to just drop it, just to let it go. It felt like 1,000,000 tons was off my shoulders, and it was wonderful. I mean, who needed it? It was my choice in the first place to have it. We do everything to ourselves, right? No one's doing it to you. And it was wonderful. I'll never forget it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That happened to me today. I was driving to my student, and I was going a little fast by I guess near high school, and I saw I was with a lot of cars, had a lot of company, but I saw a flash, and I was like, oh, I guess I was going a little fast, and I got really panicked, and then and rather quickly the thought came to me, well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh.
You know, I was not thinking. I was going a little fast, and if I have a consequence, I'm going to just have to deal with it. And instantly, I just felt a lot lighter.
Mm.
And in that, I was forgiving myself because I'm human, because I'm not human.
Mhm.
I'm only human.
My not human
Not
part screwed up.
I have it on my bucket list to get a speeding ticket in my Corvette.
Oh,
Why?
Oh,
why?
I'd be in my 70s. I'd get a speeding ticket.
got
I'm
a
going to be
red
doing
Corvette.
I'm going to be doing selfies and YouTube and put it on Facebook, and I'll put the picture of the
Gotta come
speeding
home
ticket.
and deal with your CFO because our insurance is going to go up.
Well, you can rent time on a racetrack to do that with, eh?
Yeah, but that's not as fun as getting caught with a ticket.
Well, you'd rather go on the ramp and zip around the ramp onto the highway.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
we got one coming up. We got one coming up in the middle of September where I can go racing. So.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jude.
Dude,
yeah, I was thinking that I got something in my car. Some other driver did something in it, and I got a moment of irritation, not even a moment, a second of irritation. And something I learned from the course, a line in the course that says, the slightest irritation is the same as a murderous rage. And I took that to heart the very first time I read it. And so I started to be very mindful of all the little times I was irritated throughout the day. You know, being in the checkout line or stub my toe, or, you know, there's no towel when I get out of the shower, or some stupid thing. The stupid little things, a broken shoelace, the things that really can, you know. And but I had this trick. I trained myself. As soon as I noticed it, I would say, I bless you with the love of God. That lesson, I bless you with the love of God. So I know that it's yours and mine and everyone's. So now I go around blessing everybody, all the people that, and there's a book. Jake, I read a book. Still got it if you want it, I'll send it to you. Thank you for pissing me off. Or
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
for spiritual growth.
oh,
yeah, where's Reverend Jerry? That's his favorite line.
Oh, it's
pissing me
really a
off.
good, it's a funny book.
Oh,
We
Wow,
all
that's
get-
beautiful. Wow.
We go mad is what the course would say.
We'll
We're in-
we'll have to email Reverend Jerry and tell him to watch
Yeah.
the film.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had to go at
had to
7:30,
go a
but
little
yeah.
early. So, all right, Jude. When you get in that murderous rage, don't tell your defense attorney it was because you broke your shoelace, because that's just not gonna.
No, you know who my defense attorney is? The Holy Spirit.
There you
Because
go.
Will
Yeah.
dismiss
Yeah,
there
in
you
my
go.
defenselessness lies my safety.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
I-
And he'll
Get out of jail
Oh,
card.
too.
spiritual.
All right.
I
Okay.
love it.
Okay, guys. I mean, you can only have just so much fun.
I know.
We got to bring it to a stop. I
know.
mean, come on. No, seriously. What a great share tonight, everybody. And did I say seriously? Wow.
Why?
Oh, I don't know.
That's the worst, huh?
I don't know. I just never, I don't know how to get into that mode anymore. Anyway, but thanks everybody. We do appreciate you all. We love you all. And why don't let's see, are we gonna go into prayer and
Sure.
close?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Let's do it. Okay, so we'll close our eyes just to feel that connection in the communion with one another. And we imagine holding hands. We're in a circle. We're holding hands with one another. We feel the Christ spirit in all of us. There's one self that we share with one another and with our source. It's that sense of unity, connection. And from that beautiful place, we hear these words. It's called a Jesus prayer. A child, a man, and then a spirit come in all your loveliness. Unless you shine upon my life, it is a loss to you, and what is lost to you is also mine. I cannot calculate why I am here except for this. I know that I have come to seek you here and find you. In your life, you show the way to my eternal home. There is a silence where you speak to me and give me words of love to say for you to those you send to me. And I am blessed because in them I see you shining through. A child, a man, and then a spirit. So I follow in the way you show to me, that I may come at last to be like you. But what but your likeness would I want to be? And so it is.
And so I am.
Hmm.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Beautiful.
Thank
Namaste, dear ones.
Thank you all for coming. All
Bye-bye.
We'll see
right,
you next
be
week.
safe,
Oh,
be quiet, be good, find your
Be
keys,
happy.
be happy,
Be happy.
find your car keys. Happiness is finding your car keys.
That's right.
There we go.
Yep.
Always in the car.
All right,
So-
but don't break your shoestring on the way there. All right,
Bye-bye.
take care, everybody.